now are the winners of this year's Finish Line Challenge. How are you guys?
Good.
If you guys would just introduce yourselves, what chapter you guys from, what state you're from, and your name.
I'm Sara, Devitt, and we're all from the Rosemount High School, Minnesota DECA chapter.
I'm Katelyn, Paget.
And I'm Ceglar.
All right, well, welcome. If you wouldn't mind letting us, this was the first year that Finish Line conducted the Finish Line Challenge, so if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about the challenge.
Well, it was really cool, and it was a great experience. Finish Line announced in early November that they wanted to have DECA members conduct market research and then develop improvements for their company in the 5 Ps, pricing, product, presentation, promotion, and then people and service, and they provided us metrics. From there, we then had a 5-minute video on YouTube, which we would post with all our ideas for the recommendations, implementation strategies, and data to back that up. And from there, the top 3 chapters would go all expense paid trip to Indianapolis, Indiana, to go visit their headquarters, and then the winner from there gets ICDC for free. So they paid for everything.
All right, what did you guys do while you were in Indianapolis at the Finish Line?
Well, we got to do a lot of things. We went out to lunch with the top executives, we toured their facilities, and then we presented to the 25 top executives at Finish Line.
Wow, can you tell us a little bit about the tour of the Finish Line's headquarters?
Yeah, the tour was really cool. We got to see all the aspects of how Finish Line does business, from like the marketing and the catalog, where they make the Finish Line catalog. All the blueprints were on the walls, and we got to see the spring edition of the shoes, so shoes no one has ever seen before. And we got to see the distribution center on all the boxes and the conveyor belts, and it was just really cool.
So it sounds like you had the opportunity to witness firsthand from an currently existing company, kind of the things that our students learn in their marketing classes about the function and the setup and organization of businesses.
Yeah, we did.
Can you guys tell us about the presentation to 25 of top executives in a national company?
Yeah, that
huge. Going
in there was really nerve-wracking, but we walked in and they're all super welcoming towards us, and it was really, really awesome. You can tell that it was no longer just like creating an opportunity for us to get that real-world experience, but they actually were intently listening to what we had to say and taking notes, and it felt incredible to know that they were taking our ideas.
And can each of you guys tell us, what was the thing that you think was the biggest learning experience, the biggest thing that you gained from the entire Finish Line Challenge experience?
Well, I think the biggest thing I gained was the actual experience. I plan on going into business myself for my career, and this was everything that I will be doing, and so I just got to experience it a little earlier than most and really see how it worked, and it was just really cool.
I gained better public speaking. I feel more comfortable now when speaking to large groups of people.
I guess that's a good thing since you're sitting here today.
Yeah.
And what about you? What was the thing that you think, that you did gain from this experience?
Well, honestly, each day was like a whole new learning experience for me. Like, I went into sophomore year and never taken a business class, couldn't even tell you what the 5 Ps of marketing were, like, didn't know anything, but just each day was incredible, just being able to get that hands-on experience, and I just appreciate everything Finish Line was able to offer.
Sounds like an amazing experience, and it sounds like an experience that other members should take advantage of as the Finish Line Challenge continues. Would you recommend to other members that they take part in this challenge, or at least seriously consider taking a part and looking into it?
I would recommend it for every single
for sure.
chapter member.
I would.
Definitely one of the hallmark experiences of your hopefully young DECA careers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Congratulations again on winning this inaugural challenge.
Thank you.
Congratulations. With us, we have Executive Vice President of Finish Line, Mr. Mike Marchetti. Thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. This year at our International Career Development Conference, we saw the crowning of the winners of the Finish Line Challenge. Can you tell us a little bit about the challenge?
Well, the challenge came from an idea from a project we use with Butler University, being based in Indianapolis, where they visit our stores and they're given projects to come back with recommendations. Looking at DECA being a national sponsor and that being our core customer, it was just a natural fit. So I worked with Dr. Davis to put together the Finish Line Challenge, which we rolled out in October.
Okay, so this is its first year in existence.
First year.
And
yes.
Are we looking to continue this in the future for?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. You said previously that you all Finish Line are a national sponsor of DECA.
Yes.
Why did you guys choose DECA? We have a slew of CTSOs. Why DECA? What makes us special?
Well, I had experience with DECA for many years with our major competitor, and at the right time, I knew that I wanted to get back involved with DECA. I think the DECA students are a step above. We were opening stores, 50 to 100 stores a year, and there was not a better fit than the DECA student.
And for our members who are looking to continue their involvement with DECA outside of the high school division when they move on to college and when they move on to their professional careers, can they stay involved with Finish Line also?
Absolutely. We have internships program for while they're going to college, and then of course when they graduate, whether it's applying for something within our corporate office or into our field positions.
All right, so if they want a job, you're the man they should contact.
We've got opportunities. We've always got opportunities for good people.
Oh, definitely, and our members greatly appreciate it. Can you tell us just a little bit about the winners and how you all went about selecting the winning teams for this year's challenge?
Well, we had 28 entries. And the way we started was the Senior Vice President of Marketing. He looked at all the entries. They were on YouTube. I also looked at all 28 entries. We spent a weekend apart looking at all 28. And then we went back and rated them individually. And so we compared notes. And in the top two, we both agreed 100%. So then we went and we spent an entire afternoon finding number 3. And then we flew all 3 teams into the corporate office. And what we looked at was the content as well as the quality of the presentation. And then we gave them 30 minutes to meet with our executive team to present their ideas, and then 15 minutes for Q&A. And again, it was based on the same criteria, content as well as the presentation. And all the executives in the corporation voted. And of course, there's always one winner.
Yeah, definitely. So for it, since like you said, it is its first year in existence, for members who are thinking about taking part in the Finish Line Challenge next year, what advice would you give to those members?
I think make sure, number one, you read and understand what the project is. There were some that were submitted that they had great presentation, not a lot of content. Others had good content, not a lot of presentation. So I think you got to make sure that you understand what we're looking for. I think on our end we could get it out earlier so that we could have more people involved.
And what does Finish Line hope to gain out of this investment in our members with the Finish Line Challenge and the winners there, and hopefully their future involvement with the organization?
We got a lot of ideas. Some ideas we can act on. Others ideas were things to confirm things we are already acting on. So, and everybody from our CEO on down sat in that room and listened to those students.
Okay. So it's a unique opportunity for our members to really develop their professional skills in front of a real exec board.
Exactly. Exactly.
Great benefit for our organization and for our members. Is there anything that you would like to say to our members that maybe we haven't addressed here?
I would like to, we had 28 entries. I want to see over 100 entries this next year.
Yeah.
And I'll look forward to spending an entire weekend watching YouTube and looking at 100 entries.
All right, well, you guys heard that. Make sure you guys apply and take part in the Finish Line Challenge. I want to thank you very much for coming and joining us
Thank you for
here
having
today.
me.
And for DECA Direct, this is Isaac Robinson.